Today I'm going to teach you some of the shortcuts of getting around SketchUp. So you've learned how to use the orbit tool, and this is a model that I spent a few minutes creating, and so you can orbit around. You've learned how to use the zoom to zoom in and out of your model, as well as the pan tool to pan left and right. Now there's another tool that I do want to mention. It's this tool right here. It's called Zoom Extents. I'm a little bit too zoomed in right now, but if I click this button, I can see all of my buildings that are on my SketchUp. It comes in handy sometimes when you build a lot and you don't know where your buildings are. So anyways, or I can zoom in now, but I don't have to go up to the top. For example, I could use the keyboard. Z means zoom. H is the pan tool. And why is H the pan tool? Because it's like a hand. R is to create a rectangle. I could click on O and orbit around. A space bar will select an object. So there are lots of keyboard shortcuts, but there's also mouse shortcuts. Let me teach you those because those are extra fast. Instead of going up here to the zoom tool, I could just use my scroll wheel of my mouse and zoom in and out. And wherever my magnifying glass is, like right here, I'm putting it on Stan's head, it's going to zoom in on Stan's head. If I zoom in on the chimney, it'll go right there. So wherever the magnifying glass is, that's where it's going to zoom in or out. Well, a few of you already found that out before this even lesson. But there's a few other shortcuts, and I'm doing this on my laptop at home, so I can't actually perform the shortcut because I don't have a mouse with a scroll wheel. But if you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, if you click on the mouse scroll wheel, and you click on the scroll wheel, it's actually like a mini button. If you click it and drag, it'll immediately get right to the orbit tool. And if you click and drag, you then can drag around just by clicking on the middle button, which is the scroll wheel of the mouse. And if you want a quick way to get to this pan tool or the hand tool, all you'd have to do is click on the scroll wheel, keep your finger down on it, and press the shift key. And it would immediately turn into this hand. Then you don't have to go to the top menu, and as well as you don't have to click a key on the keyboard. Those are some keyboard shortcuts that are going to come in really handy, and the more you practice and use them, the better you'll get at them, especially navigating between the orbit view, the pan tool, as well as the magnifying glass or zoom in and zoom out. There's just a couple more shortcuts that I want to go over, and that's regarding selecting. If you press the space bar, you'll automatically get to the select tool. And if you try to select something, it'll only select maybe a face, that's this flat area, or if I click right on a line, it'll just select the line. So you can either again click on a face, the flat area, or if I just want the line, it only selected the line. Now if I want the face, okay, so let me try deleting that. I can't just delete a line because the line is connected to faces. So if I delete the line, the faces will go as well. I'm just pressing the delete key, by the way. If I try to click on a face and delete the face, I will just delete the face. The lines are still there. If I want to get the face and all the lines around it, I'll double click. So as you see, I have the everything that I double clicked on is all connected, and I could delete it and the lines and the face disappear, which you'll have to practice on. But that's not what I want to do. I want a quick way to maybe delete or move this strange object I have next to the house here. If I want to get the whole thing, there's a few things I could do. I could put a box around it and delete it. Or I could triple click And when you triple click, the entire object will be selected. So I'm going to go ahead and triple click this house right here. And everything that's on the house will be selected. So if you do a triple click, you can select the entire object. And as long as they're touching, the objects will select. So right here, if I get my pencil tool and I connect this corner to this corner, and I go ahead and triple click, now both of them are selected because they are connected. Anyways, practice triple clicking. It's a great way to select the entire object. Once you triple click, you could Command C, Command V, and you could make copies of objects that you create as well. Of course, that's a shortcut. You could also go to copy and paste once you triple click. So those are a few tools and tricks that will help you understand SketchUp much better.